75% of people typically relapse within 12 months post-treatment, and it's been over 20 years since a medicine was licensed in the United States for the treatment of that disease. Now, that means there's a significant commercial opportunity available for companies that are able to innovate and develop effective treatments and medicines to treat that disease. And that's exactly what this raise will enable us to do.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is Sylvonis Therapeutics CEO, Anthony Tennyson. Anthony, very good to speak with you. You've announced a £2 million raise. What will this enable Sylvonis to achieve?
Thank you, Stephen. Good to talk to you today. So that £2 million raise will enable us to complete our planned acquisition of Awaken Life Sciences to allow us to create a UK domiciled LSE listed biotechnology company focused on developing medicines to effectively treat addiction and mental health, which are two of the largest unmet medical needs today. Post-acquisition, Sylvonis Therapeutics will have a near-term focus on alcohol addiction and post-traumatic stress disorder. Specifically looking at alcohol use disorder, Stephen, that condition unfortunately affects 40 million people across the US, the UK, and the four big markets in the EU. The current standard of care, Stephen, is very poor, and there's been limited innovation in the development of medicines to treat that disease. 75% of people typically relapse within 12 months post-treatment, and it's been over 20 years since a medicine was licensed in the United States for the treatment of that disease. Now, that means there's a significant commercial opportunity available for companies that are able to innovate and develop effective treatments and medicines to treat that disease. And that's exactly what this raise will enable us to do, Stephen. It will enable us to complete the acquisition of Awaken, as I mentioned, and it will enable us to progress the lead program within Awaken, their 001 program, which is specifically targeted to treat alcohol use disorder.
Anthony, as you said, this will enable the completion of the acquisition of Awaken and the progression of their clinical stage program for alcohol addiction. Can you summarize Awaken's and soon-to-be Sylvonis's lead program, please?
Happy to do so, because it's something we're really, really excited about. Awaken's lead program and soon-to-be Sylvonis's lead program, 001, is focused on developing an effective medicine to treat severe alcohol use disorder. That program, Stephen, is in phase 3, which is the penultimate stage or the final stage before being able to apply for approval to market the drug and to earn revenue. The results in the phase 2 program for that program were groundbreaking. Stephen, people coming onto that trial were sober 2% of the time. So that means they were sober 7 days a year. The participants in the trial who went through the active arm of that trial achieved on average 86% sobriety in the 6 months post-treatment. The results, that trial was fully funded by the UK Department of Health through the Medical Research Council. The results were so good that the medical research or the UK Department of Health agreed to co-fund the phase 3 program along with Awaken Life Sciences. And that program is now live. That phase 3 is live. Recruitment started in July of last year. And really importantly, and as a real validation of the importance of this work, that trial has actually been run in the NHS. So we're really, really excited about the potential of that program and the progress that has and is being made as we look to develop an effective treatment for alcohol addiction.
Anthony, with insiders participating in the placing, what does that say about internal confidence in the Awaken acquisition and Sylvonis's future direction?
It's a great validation for what we're doing, Stephen. We had good support from Awaken's shareholders, Awaken's existing shareholders, Sylvonis's existing shareholders, and participation from our board members. So that is a great validation, as I mentioned, for belief in what we're doing as we seek to develop, and not as we seek, as we actually develop medicines to more effectively treat alcohol use disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder, which are conditions, as I mentioned before, with significant unmet medical needs, large treatment gaps, and therefore significant commercial opportunities available for companies that can innovate and can rapidly develop medicines to more effectively treat those conditions, which is what we are doing.
Anthony, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with your progress on that. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Stephen, thank you.
Anthony Tennyson, CEO of Sylvanas Therapeutics.